Good day, my friends, and welcome to episode 1 of Blood, Dust, and an Extreme Desert. My name is Icon, and this is unofficially part 2 of my Naked Brutality series, but since those guys had to leave their old home, I had to restart somewhere else, we're doing this here. This series will feature base building on a extreme desert biome, getting ransacked by Cassandra Classic on Blood and Dust difficulty. The game is already 300 days old, and we're having quite some wealth in form of technology on us. You'll find the mods used for this video in the description below, so if you want to see what's in there, you can check it out there. So the base goal for this series is to finish that spaceship and get off this planet. So how this whole story transpired before, you can look it up on the of the series if you want to, but here we're going to set foot in the extreme desert with a quite interesting start because I have a lot of resources available. So if you like Rimworld content and base building content and strategy gaming and indie gaming, roguelike gaming, stuff like that, check out my channel, maybe leave a subscription there. You'll find a lot of things you might like there. So let's get moving here. I wanted to talk about the people here. Flays, the policeman, is now a pretty big boy. We lost the last base because he had a bullet in his brain and I botched up everything by accepting a too tough quest. So he got rid of the bullet, but we got rid of the base too. We are having really good weapons on these people here. Assault rifles everywhere. And a plasteel spear available too. The only thing these guys don't have is a larger amount of food. We also have an insane stockpile of gun turrets, as you might notice. But food is quite sparse. I'm only having a few units of medicine left. I'm having a few units of chocolate. We already set up a quite spacious little farming operation here. Even got me some cocoa here. So I don't know how quickly we'll advance and how everything will go, but let's get the clock going and see what this morning will bring. Most importantly to know is Amelia Jane Rogers here is already considered an acolyte, so she's extremely unhappy about being sleeping here in a barracks and having no throne room. So these are very, very important projects to do first. But I don't have any building materials, so this is in itself a quite challenging start, because I might have pretty big guns and whatnot, but overall I'm on a pretty weak spot right now. Like skill-wise, I'm having everything covered up here. Let's check it out there. So there's somebody for every job. So that's not the issue there. But after all, we're really low on everything, and we're getting raided on our first day. So that's how you live in the desert. All right, but it's just a bunch of people who want to die. That's all I can say. They're just asking for their deaths, because I'm even having a exotic goods trader here. So these people are just basically running into their deaths. But I don't mind. Let them die. If I would be less of a nice guy, I could also say dinner has arrived. But I'm not like that. We're going to gun down these poor sods. Maybe I'm going to get some new people for my colony out of that, but I don't assume that I want to imprison anybody here. So let's check out Tarsier, a gay pessimist artist. That's an interesting thing. But you're an artist and you're not even having a passion for art? Get away from me. Another depressive person. So are you all depressive? Or I mean, that would make sense. Well, no. Okay, so going to let those guys just bleed it out there. I don't care. When you live too long in the desert, you don't care anymore. What I do care about though is getting some more power. So building another copy of the solar panel here and another copy of the wind turbine. Getting some nice green technology power first before I dig into the steam power, because I really like to use both at the same time. I'm well aware that butchering these human people would be beneficial at this point, but if you're out for that type of gameplay, you are most of the time not getting what you want with me. I really like to play civil and decent people, unless it's the topic of my run to do exactly not that. Alright, so wasn't Jane my social nerd? There we go. Let's see what Phillips has for sale. A lot of animals. No, that's ore animals. Oops. So luckily I have a lot of donkey, so that's something. So these guys don't have anything for sale. I really would love to have. I mean, it's not bad and everything, but I don't want to buy components, or, well, do I? The components are intriguing. I'm going to pick them up because keep in mind there's never enough components on the map to just mine them. Bionic ear, nuclear stomach, that's funky stuff. You get 100% guaranteed cancer from that one day, but at least you'll need almost no food with it. It's the basic idea of that stuff. Alright, so I don't have any infrastructure at all. I don't have any kitchen yet. It's just clear that we're going to have a workshop here, and I have the stove here, but I don't know where I'm going to put the freezer as of yet. So I started to work with steel walls because I didn't have anything to work with in the beginning. It was a quite nasty situation when we fled from our former home. So I'm going to put the freezer over here, and I think the kitchen will get a similar position. Extreme Desert has really almost no wildlife, so food will become a pretty big concern of mine. That's why I immediately laid out such a vast field of potatoes, but I can already tell you, friends, this is never ever going to be enough. Like, not even remotely. Alright, but we're going to get there. So with higher difficulty levels, the yield of your agriculture gets lower and lower, and that's why it's getting harder here too. So I'm putting the cable around the corner here, just like that. And let's recycle some of that steel, shall we? I don't like the idea of wasting precious steel for walls. I mean, steel in this game even is flammable, so... Oh no, this was a... Can't do it like that. Can't expand before I have the moisture pump here to make that soil usable. So we need more steel. Needs more steel and needs more component. So I already set up a few basic zones here to have the stone blocks and the steel lying somewhere, and the stone chunks. I did that in the end of the last series, last episode. So there were some things prepared before we came here. Alright, so also I noticed that of course I need power conduits if I want to have this stuff plugged in here. And we have a golden horseshoe pin. It's the most precious horseshoe pin in the West. And Caro wants to kill Jackboot. Oh, come on, guys. Can't we just like each other and be friends? Huh? Caro started to have these murderous rage sprees as of lately. Oh, I can't use that for prisoners because it's not walled off. Yeah, well, let's declare that as a prison for a moment. So I think Jane is a very good person to arrest Caro, because we don't want her to kill anybody here. Alright, so in this moment, she already snapped out of her murderous rage, so I can cancel the arrestment process already, because that doesn't, she won't be killing anybody anymore. And most importantly, you are not even getting the debuff of getting imprisoned there. What are you actually doing there? Tending to jackboot with what? With what? We're not using that kind of medicine here. And also, Caro, care for yourself first. Eat some chocolate. You have to still, yeah, her husband died. Well, we really had to flee from a terrible situation there. I usually don't flee from situations unless I'm pretty sure it's having a high percentage of backfiring into my face, even if I try hard. And that was one of those situations. Alright. Components wise, I'm already drained. So I'll have to mine some more. If there are any, that is. You see already? That's why I bought them from those guys over there. Components are never there in sufficient amounts. They're never there for you when you need them most. Because of that, I'm going to send Jane and let's say, well, Coyote, yeah, why not? Jane and Coyote over there to the neighbors and do some shopping, because obviously I need some. Alright, so I have 1k silver available. Let's pick up some chocolate and get over to the neighbors. Just think about picking up other things, but no. So it's a full day's trip over there. We got them enough chocolate to get there. Awesome. So okay, how did that happen? So Amanda pretty much straight out murdered that guy. But the really interesting thing about that was it was an act of self-defense there. I mean, well, Coyote, she was kind of a problematic person to begin with. She never liked to be part of our colony. She lost a few limbs along the way, and well, I guess that's the end of that story. Oh, poor girl. Quite shocked how quickly that death happened. I mean, it was more of a poof situation. So, all right, Amanda is tending to Amanda. That's good. So as soon as Amanda is done with tending to Amanda, she's going to join that caravan now. So first off, I'm going to dig a grave here and bury that poor sod, because honestly, I don't have a proper material right now for a sarcophagus for her. That's damn. I mean, come on, not having a sarcophagus for your own people. Oh, that was a they had a social fight here. Come on, people, don't kill each other. Play nice. Okay. Yeah, these people are scarred war veterans, so well, they probably got their scores with them, and I mean, realistically, if I would pretend like this was real life, these guys just lost pretty much everything. They left everything behind, and as far as I know things, and human beings tend to blame each other quite hard in situations like these. And it's the typical situations where people start attacking each other, so dear lord, what a sitcom. So with the death of Coyote, of course, we have one person less to feed, so look at the bright sides in your life. But at the same time, it's a loss. I really took it really took me a very long time to recruit her in the first place, and that's what it makes even more sad to lose her, because you know, I really took my time to recruit her, so it never comes easy to lose people like that. But okay. So let's get over there, buy some more components and probably some food, and live on. While I'm talking about living on, so I'm going to install my wall of death here, because honestly, those turrets are good for nothing if they're just lying around in my storage. And this way, I already have a quite nasty fortification to hide behind. So I'm going to set up some Lurzolite barricade, and let's do it like that. Boom. Alright. So if anybody goes for another all-out attack on my base again, I'm prepared. There's always starvation on my people. For God's sake, eat. You're allowed to eat. You don't need to be malnourished. What's wrong with you? I don't get it. Like, they stay malnourished for no reason. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just so focused in their work. Okay, so I don't need to have that as a prison cell anymore. Is there anybody crafting? Okay, so my crafters are also not home. Oh dear. Losing Coyote just like that was I consider that a pretty hard blow to my colony. But well, sometimes things like these happen, you know. So let's install these orbital trade beacons. And I need to fetch myself some more chunks. So the caravan ran out of food. 1.6 days of food. Yeah, right. I keep wondering about this one. Okay, so we do have over here available. I don't need guns. I need food and components. So packaged survival meals. Sadly, they're so costly, but at the same time, you don't need to have a freezer for those, you know. But for now, I'm going to pick up 20 of those components, and we're going to, get as much meat as possible here and get back home. There we go. So more extreme break risks. Oh man, that's so annoying. So let's at least have a stockpile zone for food. There we go. Food in general. Boom. And next thing to think about will be living room. So I'm going to check out the not fertility, the ground quality again. So basically, I would love to seal off my base into this direction and just live in this area here and have this as my primary defense area, because there's this area here open, and there's going to be always some trouble pouring in from that side, and I think this is going to be a quite good way to live with that. Alright, so I got my plans down. Let's seal them then. Alright. I actually thought about something like that. Doing a double layered, because I don't want any raiders to think that they can go here. Eureka! Well, no. So I'm calling this place Haven. There we go. Because that's what it's thought to be for these people. All right, but this wall here is a later project. So I want to have areas where my people can live. I think I'm going to designate this zone here. Yeah, let's go there. So we have 5 people there. Don't know if there's some couples right now, but oh, let's build over here. Don't want to mess up my defense here completely. I mean, I'm going to deconstruct those barricades anyway, so it's not that important at all, but for the time being, I want to use them as long as they're available and useful. There we go. So, some real rooms for everybody. And the sledgehammer men are raiding us. Good lord. So, we're able to preemptively attack. Are these guys? Oh yeah, so yeah, okay. No props, we're going to tackle that. And I'm going to attack them before they do, because I'm no big fan of delaying easy combats like these in any way. Because it's 3 people with assault rifles versus a few punks that thought it would be a wise idea to bring a knife to a gunfight. So, gotta take care of these people and teach them a lesson. Oh, Bowman, you look like you're tough or something like that, but no. Okay. Maybe, my friends, you should focus on Sergio. So, boom. Headshot. Alright. We took out his eye. That's gross. Okay, so Bowman is incapable of caring. No, I don't pick people which are incapable of caring. Simple reason, right now, I'm not really needing people so desperately. I have 5 people that are really competent at everything they want to do. So, I'm not desperate here. Definitely not desperate. So, Jackboot is now on Berserk. Well, maybe not desperate, but a little bit annoyed is everybody here. So there, I can already tell that the rest of my people doesn't seem to be taking the loss of the old base that lightly. Are they? No. What's wrong here? So Flays should be able to arrest him. Nope. Why not? I don't get it. Why am I not able to arrest Jackboot here? So sadly I have to take him down here. Alright, so I hope he didn't oh my goodness. This poor guy is getting ripped apart. So, well, lots and lots of breakdowns here, gotta say. But with every breakdown, there's also a catharsis, so we're going to get through this. Believe me, sooner or later, it's all going to be good again. Sooner or later. So research-wise, I only need a few more steps until I can start researching the Starship technologies. So overall, if we don't kill each other or die horribly otherwise, this place is looking towards a bright future. If there's not going to be any nasty other mechanoids anymore. But well. Caravan coming home with new components. And Jackboot now is having an infection. Well, well. Well, well, well. It's my own fault, I'd say. So, let's... But it's making me really, really happy to see Flays up and running like that again. He was pretty much more dead than alive for I don't know how many episodes, so feels good. Even if I had to sacrifice my whole base for one guy, would definitely do it again. Ooh, there's an animal migration of black bears. So 4 of them, guys. How quick are they? 4.6 cells per second. My guys are 4.48 per second, and she's why is Kara so slow? Oh boy. Really want to have that. It's okay, so both of them went mad. Oh gosh. Never mind, never mind. We're not going to be able to pick up some bears. They're just migrating over the map without any benefit at all. Oh, so sad. So how are the potatoes coming along? Really not good. Really not good. So going to cook simple meals now. And I'm going to use meat only. So do I have a cook? Place is going to do that. Alright, so let's organize this place a little bit. So Amanda is there. Caro is here for this. So let's assign it like that because I want more crafting jobs done in general. And we need a throne room for our noble, so let's arrange that as well. Easier said than done. How about this? So yeah, I'm going to do this like that. So we're going to mine that out here. And this is ought to be a really nice throne room then. And I just noticed another thing. If I want to have a throne room like ever, I'm going to need wood. So let's plant down some saguaro. Okay. So Jackboot might be able to move again, but there's an infection. Starvation again. Oh man. And treatment time also. So yeah, Jane's doing that. Oh, what a pity that I didn't get the migration of the bears that were migrating there. Yay, we're doing a party in the freezer? Right. I mean, I'm quite happy for my peeps or to party on somehow, because party does mean they're regaining psychic stability here. It's a mood bonus. It's good. Also, I'm noticing that I really need a electric tailoring bench because I have Thrumbofur that needs to be used somehow. And Amanda is in a sad wander again. Alright. So food's starting to run low here already, so it's kind of a pity. So I'm going to do the following. I have here we're going to slaughter donkey 3. There we go. It's going to bring me some more food. And we're going to have a steel butcher table here too. So, who's my handler? Do I even have a handler anymore? Not really, so falls to flays. Alright. Let's do the butcher table first. Okay, so Jane's priority on mining is a mess. Let's center it for the important things first. Gosh. And Jane is on a sad wander again. Oh my gosh. Okay, but at least I can do the thingy here. Keeping Baldy. Yeah, no thanks. We're ought to get raided for that. So, not too interested. There we go. So now I got the butchering table too. Butcher creatures forever. And flays. Well, I'm going to let Flays run a extra long shift today. So let's cook some, and then he's going to sleep some. Alright. Just wanted to make sure that there's at least some food available for everybody here. So let's send Caro to hunt that Mega Scorpion. And, well, situation is, as a matter of fact, bad enough that I might be thinking about cannibalism one way or another. Oh dear. Didn't think about things being that horrible, so, oh well. But there's just a medical emergency. Please don't tell me anything bad here. Okay. So, Jackboot is now healthy again. And that's nice. And overall, good progress. Good progress coming in. The only thing I'm realizing is I don't get the amount of Lurzolite that I want to have right now. So let's check this. And, well, I think the easiest way of stabilizing my situation will be to live from the donkeys until the next harvest is ready. So that's quite sad, but I think that's the best I can do for the time being. And what's that? Peridot. Okay. Need more steel. Oh, come on, Jane. Didn't you have a breakdown a second ago? Could you please just mine something useful? I mean, we really do need that stuff. Way more than the other jobs. So there we go. Think the next few things I'm going to do will be to set up some hydroponics and some power, because I can easily maintain higher amounts of power usage here, but to do so I'd need some generators and stuff, and I don't have them yet. But we're on a good way here. Ooh, Jackboot gets some raw food. Yum. So there's that. Why? Okay. So tell you what, we're going to slaughter all the animals except for Nichols and the foal, because I don't see any way of getting my colony through this otherwise, because the real nasty thing here is that I have to feed my animals with the stuff in the freezer too, because they can't graze here. There's nothing to graze from, so they have to live from freezer food as well. So yeah, there's a limit to what you can do with that. That's why I wanted to butcher the animals away, which I don't need right now, because these are going to expand my breath for quite some days, because nowadays you get 50% more meat when you willfully slaughter a animal. and also they stop eating my stocks. I don't slaughter Nichols here because he's bonded with people, so that would make colonists pretty mad and sad if I would do that. What is he butchering there? These rattlesnakes. Okay. I didn't expect him to work until the early morning hours there, but oh well. It's okay with me. So the situation is a little bit unfortunate right now, but we're getting there. Maybe I'm not going to be able to build everything out of Lurzelite. I want to. It's such a beautiful stone. So, my friends, it's time to say goodbye for episode 1. So, it's quite a nice round here. We're having certainly some problems. The food clock is ticking. We're really not too lucky here. But the only good thing I can say is the potato plants are growing. So that means we are going to get somewhere one day. But apart from that, my colony is very, very hungry. And yeah, thanks for watching, my friends. I hope you enjoyed your stay. I did enjoy my stay here for sure. And I just hope you're going to check out episode 2 as well. And maybe check out my other content or whatever. I'd be super happy if you would. And if not, just have a wonderful day and goodbye.